So we're doing another one of these Unravelling Toxic Masculinity video reactions. And Emily Saves America just pearly things is there. Let's bring that open here. There I am again. And we have this video about should women face jail time for false accusations. Well, let's listen to what they have to say, shall we?
A lot of guys, because I spoke out against it, and a lot of guys reached out to me that are very famous that had everything taken away from them.
Everything.
And I'm like, women should serve jail time when they lie, and it comes out that it is proven that they lied. Because I don't know if you know about Danny Masterson, who was on That 70s Show.
Oh, he's in jail, isn't he?
He got a sentence that's like worse than like murder.
Wow.
Did he really get a sentence that's worse than murder? I mean, give me an effing break. Now look, I will tell you this, and I've said this before in the podcast, I've said this before, I was falsely accused as a teenager. But the police in that situation shockingly did the right thing. They initially believed her, they listened to her story, and then when her story had her leaving, and then it would have gotten to the point where she came back the next day to see me, but supposedly I did something to her on the first day, they were like, no, your story's BS. And so they dropped, they didn't pursue charges any further, we should say. And there's no evidence to believe whatsoever that the rate of false accusations for sex crimes are any higher than the rate of false accusations for any other crime, maybe about 4 or 5%-ish. And one of the things that what happened to me as soon as I found out that they were not going to be pursuing charges against me, the first thing I thought of was, I'm going to have to make sure that I don't allow this circumstance, which what happened to me, to allow me to doubt other people who come forward, because those other people are not likely to be liars just because this one person was. Now, there may have been some character witnesses that came up and spoke in favor of Masterson, but he was found guilty by a jury of his peers. And look, I will agree that if it's shown that you lied and they prove beyond reasonable doubt that you were lying about this, then yeah, there should be some prison time involved. Sure, I don't know if it's the same thing as you should get the same crime as whatever, but again, it should be shown to be malicious or whatever. Let's continue listening to this one though.
Because his ex-girlfriends, look, I don't know shit, but I've met him many times.
I don't know shit.
He was always lovely. Never.
And that's one of the things that people will tell you. They don't believe that somebody will commit a sex crime because to them, they were lovely. That person never treated me badly, so therefore, they must not treat anybody poorly. But a lot of sociopaths will absolutely be charming and seem nice until they decide to be sociopathic towards you. So if Danny Masterson would have said, okay, you're going to be the one that I victimized, then you might be singing a different story. So the idea that just because somebody comes forward and says, oh, they were always nice to me, that doesn't disprove that they were shitty to somebody else.
Creepy, never had a bad experience. But I'm like, there's something weird to me about the fact that, and same with like the Trump case with that E Jean Carroll, who's like a fucking hideous feminist.
That's why the two are related. E Jean Carroll, a fucking hideous feminist is what they say. Hideous, i.e. she doesn't look good. This is why these two videos are related.
No one would want to fuck.
It's always the ugly.
It's always, dude, it's so crazy how all my friends who are like literal supermodels somehow aren't like being shoved in the woods and raped, but somehow the ugliest women to ever exist are.
Okay, but see, E Jean Carroll didn't accuse Donald Trump of sexually assaulting her. Now, like recently. It was way back when she was younger. Now, there are plenty of people who are old who are very attractive women. I don't think E Jean Carroll's a hideous person. She just happens to be older.
All perfectly.
I'm like, I don't think they want it that bad.
No.
And one of the things that people don't realize that a lot of times is that when it comes to sexual assaults, that It's not about them being attracted to the person or not. It's about power. It's about them wanting to put power over that person. It doesn't matter if there's attraction as long as you're asserting your dominance and power over somebody. In many cases of sex crimes, that's what it is. So, but let's rewind a second and let's go back to the deposition of Donald J. Trump during the E. Jean Carroll case. And let's see what Donald Trump has to say.
I don't even know who the woman. Let's see. I don't know who. It's Marla.
You're saying Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla. Yeah, that's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to?
No, that's
Here.
Carol.
Oh, is that?
The person you just pointed to was E.
I
Jean
see.
Carroll.
Who is that?
Marla Maples. I don't know if there are many people out there on the planet who are going to sit here and tell you that Marla Maples wasn't an attractive woman. Donald Trump clearly likes to go after attractive women, likes to date attractive women. He thought the picture of E. Jean Carroll was his damn wife, or second wife, I should say. He thought it was, so clearly he is now saying that that the person who he's accused and found civilly liable of sexual abuse, the person that he is found liable of sexually abusing, he is saying that he mistook her for his wife that we're all going to assume that he was attracted to, which means he was attracted to E. Jean Carroll, which means what those two idiots were saying in the previous video is BS, because they're claiming, oh, she's hideous. Well, she wasn't hideous back then, was she? He's now mistaking her for his ex-wife, who he was attracted to. So, despite the fact that, there's no requirement of sexual attraction for somebody to assault somebody else, he was attracted to her. So, their stupid argument just goes right out the window. And this is why we have to unravel toxic masculinity, and why clearly there's examples of women who perpetuate toxic masculinity, and why that has to stop too.